All right, not gonna hold you. It is looking like raps for Akademiks. We got how DJ Akademiks just ended his career by doing the worst thing. And yo, I'm sure you've seen some of the headlines on what's been going down these few days, and I didn't want to make a video on it because it was just like, bro, it was honestly like, you feel me? I was like not into reacting and shit like that, but it was really weird. And at first when I seen like the headline, I only seen the headline, I was already like, yo, what the heck? Instantly I thought, yo, the internet takes things the way, you know what I mean, any small thing, and then they'll push anything. But then I seen the clip and I was like, yeah, nah, bugging. This man, bro, it was on some like, bro, this guy's 30, what, 34, 33, whatever. Yeah, saying that to a 15-year-old was absolutely insane. And if you think that was normal, you have problems. You have serious problems. You gotta get checked out, gang. But we about to check out Fantastic Hip Hop. We about to see what he gotta say about this. Akademiks, he went streaming last night, and bro, I knew for a fact it wasn't even gonna hit the same. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, bro, you're getting way too much backlash. Way too much backlash, bro. You got fucking Playboy Max talking about it, which then he crashed out on Playboy Max, which I'm sure Fantastic Hip Hop actually covers this in this video. All the types of shit, and bro, it was just way too much, man. But we about to see what you guys say about this, and yeah, man.
Now, in this time and era in hip-hop, and really in general that we are in, we're over everything, the moment is being defined by finally seeing the truth come out. After one of the most tumultuous crash outs we have ever seen, which has been going on for months at this point, all of the anger, embarrassment, and immaturity has finally gotten to everybody's least favorite person, DJ Akademiks. And after trying to protect his image for so long, and even defend his buddy Drake's as hard as almost any other grown man ever would from the lyrics and message that a record like Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us was saying, Ak has proved after all that, the fabled prophecy about all Drake fans being even more shallow and weird than he is actually true. And after all of the antics and every other lowlight we have been seeing Ak do routinely at this point, it is now starting to make more sense than it ever has of why he has been making such horrible choices. After trying to cover up his true nature for so long, Ak has finally failed at hiding just how weird, strange, and disgusting he really is. And while it's horrible to know that there are people out there who deep down inside really do think like we have all seen the Biggest Loser in hip-hop does, at least we know that—
Yo, I want to add to this. Yo, you can tell Akademiks does not step outside. You can tell maybe once in a while. He does not step outside. And he has like a little kid mindset as well. You can tell. He's 34, bro. I'm not even joking. Like, that's when you start a family. That's when you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And he has money too. It's just he's mentally still a little just immature. And he does a great job journaling, but I feel like it's like the same thing with Separate the Art with the Artists, where they do a good job in this, but they're just like this. Look at R. Kelly, look at any of these other guys, man. You know what I mean? Look at anyone that is really controversial. But this is just weird. This is on another level that's just weird, bro. So
with the reaction he is getting, and with all of the backlash, which beyond just people being mad, the actual industry is beginning to cut ties with him, Ak's reputation, but more importantly to him, his entire career will never be able to come back from this. But now, before we go any further, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And so now with DJ Akademiks, again, beyond just the absolute patheticness of this guy and the effects he has had on how we listen to and interact with music over the years, what has happened and what is now going to cause an actual shift and really a downfall in Ak's entire career, because now even the people who have kept him in a position of influence are stepping away, is just something that goes beyond the scope of anything that any of us would consider to be normal. Because of course what Ak is being rightfully called out by nearly everyone for, in all of its entirety, and especially considering the person that Ak has made his entire brand defending, one of the strangest and worst things you could do. Because
man,
over everything with Ak
30. Oh my god, bro. I was over here saying 30, bro. 35, gang. You got issues. This guy got serious issues, bro. You 35 doing this? Hell no.
In a situation where he is talking to someone who he is more than double the age of. I mean, before you get into anything else here, to even put yourself in this position, you just have to be, and there is no other way to say it, such a loser to even be in the place where this is what you're doing and this is how you are spending your free time. And I mean, the more this clip is circulating, and even some of Ak's biggest rivals in the past like Meek Mill are seeing this and laughing at him for a change, the more everything is going down the drain for him. him, because for someone who is a kid, which we have all seen in the clips have better judgment and be way more mature than someone who is a grown man in act, I mean, again, it just makes you question how anyone ever even allowed this Teletubby reject to even get the platform he did in the first place, and really with that. One of the things I found most telling about this entire moment, and yet nobody really seems to be talking about, is that when trying to push someone who he shouldn't even be talking to partake within a lifestyle that he should never be around, Ack tried to make him think it's cool by saying this is what rappers have done and therefore it is okay to do. And now with Ack's reference group of MCs that he actually talks to being people like Drake, again with Ack saying something like this, well, I don't think he realized it. He once again has accidentally exposed some of the horrors that are really going on behind the scenes in the industry and is just showing that he thinks these things are alright because they are normalized by this strange corner of people that he aligns with. And now beyond this moment, which out of all the different instances, and of course
Hey, yo, that is true. You know, yo, this is one thing I was thinking about. One thing that Akademiks has said. He said, if I go down, all y'all going down with me. I do still believe Akademiks got a lot of shit on people. A lot of shit on rappers that like, yo, if they ever switch up, it's up. It's like, when you're in that situation, now when you with the streamers, he got nothing with the streamers. So it's like, he can't even say anything. If those streamers are saying you're weird, oh yeah, you're kind of finished. You're kind of done. So this is kind of a different situation. If he like actually says, if a rapper comes out, he can easily say that because he got the platform, he got the people, the viewers. Obviously the rapper's fans will get on your ass, but you can make the narrative because the rapper is just rapping. They're either doing an interview or making a video. You're literally on a platform, you do it every single day, you talk shit all the time, so you're gonna have the leverage, you're gonna have the upper hand. In this situation though, that is not the case. Not the case. And it's, yeah, again, like what Fantastic Hip Hop said, this is the worst thing you can do for Drake, especially after what he's just been called, bro. Damn. Oh, yo, yeah. Nah, I agree. We most likely will see a shift because this is weird. Like, it's that simple. It's just weird, bro.
There are so many different lowlights we have seen from Akademiks reach over the years. This is without a doubt the worst one.
Yep.
In classic Ack fashion, he managed to drag things even deeper by taking all of the backlash he was getting and being exposed from, and not using all the criticism coming his way to maybe reflect on what he is doing and try to maybe even ask for forgiveness or just improve his actions so he is never in a weird situation.
He didn't double down, but he just try to switch it, bro. He just try to say like, oh, fuck y'all, I don't need y'all. Yeah, man.
Near the right thing. Ack just used this time to crash out even more and really leave us with one of the most embarrassing clips he has ever given us, because in all of Ack's rage, he revealed and exposed even more about his true nature, which doesn't just include the fact that he doesn't think that he is wrong at all and that he will not apologize for it, but Ack also went on an even bigger tangent than we have ever seen by just letting all of this frustration out and with every single thing he told us, while Ack was trying to defend himself and protect whatever credibility he still thinks he has left. All he did was expose more of what's going on in that mind of his, and from denying any sort of accountability,
What'd he say?
it just shows us more than ever what type of man he really is, to expanding this rant into so much more. And just like he did with Drake and LeBron James when he outed the weird things Drake was doing by trying to protect his image by accident, Ack ended up making things an even bigger mess than he already has by creating multiple beefs with other streamers and by dragging his good buddy Drake into things. Because with this moment, not just did Ack diss people like Plaqueboy Max because this was his friend after all, but he also said he is done with people like Kai Cenat as well, and that he's bigger than all of them and that he doesn't need them at all, which I'm sure is going to end up being another take of his that is just going to age horribly.
Terribly.
But beyond just starting even more problems with streamers, in an attempt to try to flip the blame and try to make himself look like a victim, Ack really tried to not just sit there and convince all of us that the disgusting things we saw him say don't actually mean anything and that it's all a big overreaction, but he then also tried to shift the spotlight by saying it is only becoming the big deal that it is now because Kendrick Lamar fans are out to get him and prove that he is the horrible person that we all think he is. And just for Ack to try and even play this narrative, well, of course it's a given that Kendrick fans don't like you because, I mean, look in the mirror and look what you have rooted your identity in. Nobody did this to Ack but himself, and if he just acted calm and didn't create problems like these by going in strange situations and just acting,
you wouldn't have people on your head, bro.
Nobody would have anything to say, but again, we have all seen the clips, and it is clear that there is no running away from the reality that Ack has created here. Now, what's even funnier is that beyond trying to make this moment about his beef with the Kendrick Lamar community, Ak also dragged Drake into this whole thing by seemingly rambling about the fact that him and Drake are still cool, and despite what everyone else has been saying about their relationship coming to an end, that Drake is still standing by his side, and that if it were any other way, we would know immediately.
That's even
And
worse,
as Ak
bro.
tries to bring this moment full circle by stating that Drake and him are a part of this same group, and now they are both having false narratives being created about them in order to end their careers, and that they have never done anything.
He also said the same thing about Playboy Cardi, bro. I don't know if he talks about that. He said, yo, me and Playboy Cardi are cool. I don't know why y'all, yeah, if y'all thought different. Bro, I promise you, like, I just feel like this nigga has shit on these rappers that, like, Playboy Cardi, some of these niggas probably don't want to fuck with this nigga, but they just, or maybe they just mutual with him, like, they fuck with him because they get free promo, or, you know what I mean, whatever it is. But when he's on some weird shit, like, they don't really fuck with him, you feel me? When he's on some weird shit like this, they're like, they probably want to back out. Like, I don't want to be attached to any of this, none of that. So it's like, yeah. But I feel like if they switch up, some shit can come out. You know what I'm saying? They're playing the. That's how I see it. Now, obviously, I don't know. It could be completely, you know what I mean, false, but something to think about.
I mean, altogether, with all the crying and complaining that Ak did in this all-time crash out, I think Ak did prove one thing, and that's that him and Drake probably still are friends, because for both of them to have this little self-awareness and to be so unable to read the room and just ever admit that you may just be in the wrong once after all, ultimately, it just shows why these two losers have been perfect for each other, and for Ak to just bring things to this point where he is getting exposed for doing the things that Kendrick Lamar rapped about on Not Like Us. And beyond just the initial controversy with a meltdown so bad that he has now brought Drake into things, and now both of them look terrible as Ak is trying to say he's right, but of course we all know he is wrong.
Terribly.
And really, with every time he opens his mouth and does something like this, it really just seems like even worse is going on that we don't know. All in all of this is just showing us how out of touch with reality DJ Akademiks
Hella,
is.
man.
And now,
He got
because
no.
of everything Ak said here and this entire meltdown he had, which really didn't help his reputation in this controversy one bit, and in reality only put more eyes on the situation and gave him even more negative attention. Because of all of this, Ak is already starting to see the consequences of what happened, and he is realizing that his career will never be the same. Because when it comes to Ak's relationship with the entire music industry, which despite all the problems Ak brings, because of the platform he has, labels of course work with him a ton to help get artists and songs more exposure. It seems like a lot of the teams and labels that work with Ak no longer want to associate their artists with the disturbing image he is now projecting to the entire world. And it was even floating around that Playboy Cardi was cutting ties with Akademiks after all of this, although this seems to be not true. But overall, with all of this happening at once, what we are really seeing more than ever is that Akademiks is in the worst place he has ever been, and he has really exposed the disgusting truth behind what act he has been trying to put up for so long. And now with the entire world seeing Ak do something that is so bad, and yet he has no will to change or apologize, and is only doubling down on his choices and is trying to deflect any accountability that he could possibly take, overall, we are starting to see all of the lies and horrible things Ak built his entire career on start to fall, because even after all of the other questionable things he has done over the years, this specific moment is something that is undeniably strange and wrong. And because of how ultimately bad this is and how the reactions have been, and really they're only just getting worse from here, people are really starting to pull away from Ak, including labels that have made sure he has a career after all. And really, for even Drake's place in all of this,
it's gonna start
tied into this moment because Ak is trying to make this about Drake and Kendrick's beef, and really with how Ak was made by Drake and OVO to be their spokesperson, this is saying a lot about their entire circle. Overall, with all of this being out of the bag, what's starting to become oddly clear the more we are going forward is that for everyone around Drake, as we find out the truth behind weirdos like Ak, the lyrics Kendrick Lamar changed everything with on Not Like Us are becoming more true. And if this is what we already know so far, from Ak's downfall, which I'm sure will only get worse as he gets more backlash, to everything else going on with Drake as a whole, I don't know if anyone is ready to know just how horrible everything behind the scenes for these people really may be.
Yeah.
And so now with all this said, let me know. What do you think about DJ Akademiks?
They need a W quick. I'm not gonna hold you. Now I'm thinking about what's happened like ever since Not Like Us has dropped. It's just gotten worse for them. For that whole side, bro. Yeah, nah, but basically that was DJ Akademiks. It's not looking good for this man. Guy is immature. I don't know how he thought that was okay to say. It was really weird. I felt uncomfortable listening to the clip. And again, like I didn't make this video sooner because it was just like, bro, I don't even really want to react. But now, you know what I'm saying? 2 days has passed. It's what it is. I seen all the backlash, and yeah, nah, it's really bad. Like he went again. He streamed last night, and I peeped. Like I joined the stream to see what the comments were saying. Not even what he was talking about. He was talking about Lil Durk, whatever. It didn't matter. I just seen the comments. Everyone was just flaming him, bro. It's raps, bro. It's raps, and maybe it won't last for long, but people won't forget. People won't forget. They're gonna keep on bringing it up, and it's just gonna keep on. It's gonna get worse, man, because he didn't take accountability. So it's gonna get worse. Anyways, if you new, subscribe, yo. We almost to 8K. Hey, yo, I'm gonna be reacting to way more. Let me know in the Discord. Join the Discord if you want, and let me know what to react to, yo. It's been your boy Ray. I hope each and every one of y'all have a blessed day, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.